up, Mudpuppies? We're back with another episode of the Cryptid Files. We're here tonight to talk to you about stuff, because that's what we do. We are a podcast that talks about all manners of cryptids, mythology, folklore,
files,
aliens, demons, ghosts, and all that kind of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Tonight we're coming to you about the Kofu Fanged Humanoids.
Yes.
Humanoids.
Human.
Kofu
It doesn't
Fanged
change.
Humanoids.
It doesn't change just because you add something to the end. It's still human.
Humanoids.
I like human though. Human's good.
Yeah, we're gonna get into this one now. Let's talk about the Kofu Fanged Humanoids.
Yes.
So, come to us from the... I'm gonna butcher all of this.
Yeah.
Kamimachi Kofu Yamimashi, Japan.
Yeah.
And this happened on February 23rd, 1975. It was a one-time deal. This happened and it was over. At least the sighting.
Yeah.
So, the Kofu Fanged Humanoids are described.
Disguised.
I can't talk.
They're disguised as aliens.
They're described as 4 feet tall, with long arms, dark brown wrinkly skin, no discernible facial features except for 3 long metal fangs.
Yes.
And they were wearing reflective silver uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
So the story goes that 2 second graders, Masato Kawano and Katsuhiro Yamahata.
Yeah.
I hope I said those things right. If you are Japanese and I fucked it up, I am sorry. They were roller skating when they saw 2 orange UFOs in the sky. One flew off and the other one landed in a nearby vineyard, making a ticking sound similar to like a Geiger counter. The boys approached the craft to see it was a stereotypical UFO. It was a silvery disc with a domed glass top sitting on a tripod of legs. Yeah. And a hatch opened in the side and a ladder descended. Pretty standard cartoony UFO-y stuff.
Yeah.
An alien descended the ladder, and the boys noticed another one still sitting at the controls in the cockpit. The alien actually came up and patted Yamahata on the shoulder and spoke to him in a language that sounded like a tape recorder being rewound. And the kid immediately fell to the ground paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
So Kawano immediately grabbed his buddy and threw him over his shoulders and ran off to tell their parents what happened. The boys convinced their mothers to let them lead them back to the site where they saw the UFO. And they saw pulsing orange lights in the area before witnessing the UFO actually take off. They weren't able to get up to the craft again in time.
Yeah.
The next day, the boys told the story at school, and school officials decided to investigate. They found 2 concrete pillars that had been pushed over that were way too strong for the boys to have pushed over themselves, as well as evidence of a large object landing there, including a disc impression in the dirt, and some traces of radioactivity in the area were reported as well.
Yeah. And
that is the shorty story of the Kofu Fanged Humanoid encounter.
That is the shorty story of it.
That is the shorty story.
Yeah. I have a bit longer story about it.
Charlie has all the juicy details, so fill in the gaps.
Okay. Well, let me start with talking about Kofu City, right? It's the capital of the Yamanashi, yeah, prefecture in central Japan. It's located 128 kilometers west of Tokyo and sits in the Kofu Basin. It's surrounded by mountains. It's kind of like in a valley area.
Okay.
And it's got a view of Mount Fuji right next to it, and also the Japanese Alps. The region is known for vineyards and grape production, making it one of Japan's leading wine-producing areas.
Which kind of is weird to me. I can't expect... like, sake, yes.
I know, you always think of
but
like,
I never
rice
think
wine.
of, like, Japanese, like, grape wine.
Yeah, no. They
some.
do. It was also the seat of the feudal warlord Takeda Shingen, and retains cultural landmarks such as the ruins of Kofu Castle and Kai Zenkoji Temple.
Okay.
In the 1970s, when this incident happened, it was a mix of rural farmland and grown residential developments. It was also like kind of like dead of winter there, so it was like 32 degrees to 46 degrees.
Okay.
When these guys were outside roller skating.
Yeah.
These children. During that time, Japan was experiencing increasing interest in UFO phenomenon, both in pop culture through amateur research groups too.
Okay.
So it was like a mix of, oh fuck, UFOs are cool as shit, and let's start finding UFOs as like UFO research groups, which will lead on to another investigation that I'll talk about with this. So on the evening of February 27th, 1975, 2 7-year-old boys, Masato Kawano and Katsuhiro Yamahata, were roller skating near Hyundai Housing Estate in Kofu City, Japan, when they noticed 2 glowing orange UFOs moving across the sky. They were emitting the crackling sound, like you said, that sounded like a Geiger counter. One object flew off towards Mount Otago, while the other descended and landed in the nearby vineyard. So there was 2
Right. Yeah, one
separate.
left.
Yeah, one left and one actually landed in the vineyard. So they ran over to it, investigated. They discovered a silver domed craft approximately 7 feet tall and 15 feet wide with strange symbols engraved onto its surface. They watched the hatch open. Humanoid beings with dark wrinkled skin, glowing metallic suit, and 3 sharp silvery fangs descended. They walked over to the boys. One put the hand on Yamadata's shoulder, causing him to collapse in shock. Kono carried them home. They told their moms. They ran back. Their mom saw the fucking UFO too, which is fucking bizarre.
Yep.
You hear so many kids saw a UFO.
Yeah.
And then they go get their parents. Their parents are like, fucking whatever.
Yeah, you stupid
like,
kids.
nah.
Yeah.
The fucking mom saw the UFO too.
Yeah.
They saw the craft take off. It was like a bright flashing light.
Yep. Like
Shoot up
blinding.
into the sky and disappear. The following day, the boys recounted their story at school, drew pictures of what they saw, and were interviewed by school staff and UFO researchers. Investigators noted toppled concrete posts, unusual soil imprintations, possible traces of radiation at the landing site. They didn't use a Geiger counter, though, to determine if there was actual radiation there.
They were just kind of like,
yeah,
radiation.
Yeah. Despite official claims, the boys likely saw a low-flying propeller plane, which is fucking bizarre that they used that as the excuse.
That's very different.
Their story remained consistent for decades, even under hypnosis, making Kofu incident one of Japan's most detailed, enduring close encounter cases. One of 3, actually, of Japan's
Close encounter cases?
Close encounter
What are
cases.
the other 2? Do you have them written down?
I have them written down. We went over one of them.
The Shang...
Ghost.
The ghost.
Ghost
But that wasn't
scarecrow.
in Japan. That was in Thailand.
Oh, shit. Then I wrote down the wrong thing.
Ghost of Scarecrow of Chiang Rai was in Thailand.
Oh, shit. Man. But anyways.
So was it Asia's Ghost
I think it might have
Encounters?
been Asia's Ghost Encounters then.
Okay.
Main witnesses, we have the 2 that we talked about, right?
Right.
There was a 3rd witness.
Right, the little kid in the car.
Yes. So he was one of the 3 primary witnesses, and he wasn't present at the main encounter. But he reported seeing a strange glowing object in the sky roughly 30 minutes before the 2 others' experience. He was in the car with his parents at the time near the housing estate. His independent sighting helped collaborate the timeline and suggest that the UFO activity may have been more extensive than the primary incident alone.
Okay.
So, that guy was there too. But that's basically all he has to fucking offer for the rest of this sighting.
Fair enough.
So, there was a couple investigations that happened.
Right.
So the first one was the school investigation.
Right.
Right. Well, actually, it's technically the second one because the parents came back to investigate. So shortly after the boys shared their story at school, Principal Nabayoshi Kaneko, sorry if I'm butchering that, and several teachers organized a site visit to the vineyard where they noticed the 2 solid concrete posts that had been knocked over, and they concluded they were too heavy for the young children to move. They discovered the disturbed soil and found landing traces and the possible signs of radiation. After that, the following days, the 2 primary witnesses, Masato Kawano and Katsuhiro Yamada, were separately questioned by multiple adults, including their mother, school staff, and a notable Japanese UFO investigator, Masaru Mori. The boys gave matching and consistent accounts each time, describing the UFO, silvercraft, humanoid appearances, its behavior, and the moment of physical contact. They also produced detailed drawings of the craft and the creature, which I actually have.
Yeah, pop them up.
Yeah. So, these are the original drawings.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's better than the art that I can draw.
Yeah, of what each of them drew. So the one kid drew it when it was like glowing orange.
Yeah.
With the light, and the other one did the silver when it was landed. Fucking crazy. They both drew like the same thing separately. So basically, they drew that shit, which helped reinforce their credibility and consistency of the story. And this was told without contradiction across multiple interviews, and this is basically what led for it to get national credit throughout Japan at the time.
Yeah.
So in response to growing local interest in the story, the Japanese Civil Aviation Bureau issued a public statement denying the presence of any unidentified craft. Which is weird.
Okay.
Because normally they don't say that you didn't see something.
Yeah, normally the Japanese are all over this shit. Like,
well, normally all,
they went nuts
all
with
these
the
bureaus
Hippogriff.
will tell you what you did see, right away.
Right.
Or they'll say, like, oh, we had something happening in that area. But they did claim that the boys saw a YS-11 propeller plane.
That looks nothing like
nothing like
a
any
flying saucer. Yeah,
right?
The fuck?
Didn't land in a fucking field next to them. Did not have their... So it's like kind of like a very, very, very far-fetched explanation they gave.
Right. And it's bad when the government gives the bad... Like, the explanation is far-fetched, not the story.
Yeah.
Which kind of lends more credit to the story.
Yeah. Yeah, so the explanation addresses only the lights in the sky, made no reference to reported landing, the physical evidence found, or the humanoid beings. The dismissal was largely seen as an attempt to deflate public concern rather than a comprehensive investigation. So
they weren't paying people for evidence this time?
No. No, well, that's the other thing. Japan had a history of doing shit like that, giving people money for evidence. So they kind of took like the exact opposite approach with this one.
They were straight up just like, shut up and go home.
So that was pretty bad.
Makes you wonder.
Yeah. Now
maybe these guys escaped from some kind of Japanese holding facility.
Maybe.
And they were like, you didn't see anything.
Now, there was a return visit, not for the aliens, for the kids, 7 years later, so they're 14 at the time.
14 in second grade?
No, they were 7 years later.
Oh, okay. The second return,
second
they were
visit,
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in 1982. So the two kids came back, both now 14 years old. Obviously, the third kid's not important. They returned to the vineyard where the UFO reportedly landed back in 1975. The visit was voluntary and done out of personal curiosity and the desire to revisit the exact location of the encounter. And in 2001, after that, 10 years after that, more than 10 years after that, 20 years after that.
2001 would have been almost
82, 10 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they did a hypnosis session on live TV involving Masato and Katsuhiro. They recounted their stories exactly underneath hypnosis without fucking changing a single thing. The goal was to access their deeper suppressed memories from the night of the incident, determine if the core recollections had shifted over time, and evaluate whether those childhood memories could still be valid. And what they reported was they re-encountered the same story that they had told as children with no major deviations, accurately described 2 orange glowing UFOs, the domed silver craft, the metallic wrinkled humanoid with fangs and the glowing suit. And the moment he was touched on the shoulder, they even recalled emotions they felt at the time: fear, awe, confusion, which added an additional layer of like authenticity for them. Yeah, they did not contradict or expand their claims.
That's pretty wild.
Surprising.
Yeah, honestly.
Now, obviously, there was a lot of skeptics there because hypnosis is not like something everybody believes.
Science, yeah.
But they figured they'd go out and do it just to, you know, whatever can validate them in any way they possibly can.
Yeah.
So, but there's a couple theories on what happened this day, though. So there's 5 major theories. Some of them are kind of far-fetched.
Okay.
So, but I'll touch them just because they're talked about.
Gotcha.
But there's the shared hallucination theory.
Okay.
So kids...
They were fucking second grade.
Yeah, so that's the whole point, though, with this theory. So they could have both seen the same thing on TV.
And then we're just imagining it
together, basically. Okay. Doesn't explain the lights, the physical effects, or the parents.
Right.
So key flaws.
Doesn't work.
The prank/costume, possible human involvement, no motive, no confession. There's also...
Okay, people in costumes sure doesn't explain a ship
landing. I'm touching on them.
Okay.
Right?
I'm gonna punch holes in them as you touch them.
Aircraft misidentification. Official stance. It fits the skylight element, but it doesn't explain the humanoid or landing site.
Right.
So, and then the other one that I found interesting. Modern yokai/folklore filter. So it blends the cultural lens and possible encounter. Weakness, it's hard to prove or disprove.
Yeah.
Which is also the same with an alien sighting, though.
Yeah.
And then the other one is hoax. Always possible. Gotta rate up. But the yokai thing was super interesting. So that investigator that I talked about, she was really famous for bridging the gap between Japanese folklore and UFO sightings.
Okay.
That's what she's known for.
You didn't see an alien, you saw the yokai.
Yeah, well, not even that. She thinks that a lot of the yokai sightings
are aliens.
So that's what she's known for her writing and like her discovery, which I found pretty cool.
That's pretty interesting.
I said she, it's a dude.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. But the other thing that I found here too, which I thought I'd add in here. So have you heard about the close encounter classification chart?
I have not.
Okay. Let me bring this up. So this is the close encounter classification chart
Of the third kind.
of the third kind. Well, there's 3 kinds.
There are? Okay.
Yeah, and that the first 3 was made by the same person, J. Allen Hynek. He worked on Project Blue Book. Do you know about Project Blue Book?
I do not.
Okay.
Are we getting into Project Blue Book too?
I'll talk about it a little bit later.
Cool. This is sweet.
We're
We're getting into way more alien stuff than
United
we get on the
States
other two
government
aliens.
UFO programs. Yeah, he started off as not an alien believer, and then after working Project Blue Book, became like a writer about aliens and shit like that.
Shit, okay. So hit me, what do we got?
So you have CE1, which is the first kind, right?
Okay.
It's a UFO seen within 500 feet with no physical interaction.
So you just see the thing.
Just awesome.
So you
I have a CE1.
have a CE1.
I have a CE1.
Okay.
I've got 2 CE1s.
Cool.
Okay? And then there's CE2, second kind. UFO seen with physical effects.
Affections.
So, yeah.
Says a hot UFO.
So radiation interference or heat marks, etc. So anytime you've seen some type of damage,
right. You
or
saw the
some type
UFO
of
and then there were charred marks on the
alteration,
ground.
yeah,
Your phone went crazy.
some type of physical effect that you can be like, this
Okay.
caused this. And then the third kind, CE3, UFOs seen with visible occupants or entities, no communication occurs.
So you just see the alien in the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
Alien in the ship or have touched the alien, talked to the alien. Well, not
No,
communicated.
you haven't communicated. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so no speaking, but physical contact.
Okay.
And then after that, you have CE4, which is called abduction.
It's when they put things in your butt.
No, no, that's CE7. But abduction is human is abducted or taken aboard a UFO by a non-human entity.
Okay.
Then you have CE5, human-initiated contact, voluntary contact initiated by humans.
So that's when we call them and reach out to them.
Yeah, and this one's kind of rough because some people are considering like via meditation or signaling to count as that, but that's
Mind
not.
speak.
Yeah, which is not has like how I look at it, and I don't see that as a more prevalent form of contact than being abducted because it's on a scale from like least to greatest.
Yeah.
So somebody that says they can talk to aliens kind of said like, "Oh yeah, I'm the best on the scale."
Yeah.
That's where that happened.
Okay.
That was also added later. So originally we just had CE 1 through 3, and then it developed on further.
Right.
Then you have CE 6, injury or death.
Okay.
So UFO or alien encounter results in physical injury to human or death.
Okay.
Bizarre.
So it's an alien attack.
Alien attack, alien invasion, alien killed you, alien.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alien spaceship landed on you and killed you on accident or broke your leg or whatever. And then CE7, hybridization.
That's when they put things in your butt.
Yes, reproductive interaction between humans and aliens. Reports of hybrid offspring.
Ew.
Yeah. So you get pregnant by an alien, or you impregnate an alien.
Okay.
Yeah. Or an alien implants its eggs into you, or something like that. Like, you know, Alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
when the thing, the face sucker comes on. And
Yeah.
The, you know.
Yep.
That's
Get that by guy some Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the CE scale, which I thought was super prevalent. I just thought that would be super cool to talk about here, that they actually do have a scale for these alien encounters.
Sick.
So, this one, this specific encounter, is
Technically, what, a CE3?
CE3. Yeah.
Because they saw the aliens.
Saw the aliens.
Nobody died.
Physical contact. No communication, though.
Well, there was attempted communication if you... Kinda, because he spoke to the kid apparently, but they didn't understand him.
I guess. But after CE3 is abduction.
Right, and nobody got abducted, nobody died, nobody got hurt.
Yeah, and it wasn't so communication.
And it wasn't voluntary communication.
CE5, yeah, that's when they say like human voluntarily try to talk
Okay.
with the person, with the alien.
So there was no exchange of information, what it really
Yeah.
is what makes it 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was just
A close encounter of the third
close
kind.
encounter, third kind. Yeah, physical touch, super cool.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Charlie,
Yeah,
how would you fight the Kofu Fanged Humanoids?
easy. They're small.
They're 4 feet tall, yeah.
Kick them.
You just gonna kick everything?
Just fucking kick them.
That's how you fought the
Kick
pot
'em
you
back
just
into
like,
their-
it was
Kick
gone.
them back in their stupid fucking tin can. Tell them to kick rocks. Roundhouse kicks. Fucking Spartan kicks, whatever. All kinds of kicks. Roadhouse.
Just be careful, because apparently if he taps your shoulder, you'll pass out. Or you'll turn paralyzed or whatever.
I was a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
I can kick way harder than a 7-year-old.
You know what? They didn't do anything violent. They didn't attack anybody. They didn't have guns.
Yeah.
I think I could fight them too.
They did have
I can-
guns.
They did?
Yeah. Here.
They have guns?
Yeah. They drew the gun and everything.
Oh, yeah, they do have a gun.
Yeah, they do have a gun.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't notice the gun the first time.
Yep. I forgot to mention it too, but Yeah, aliens have guns, dude. Why the fuck do you think aliens don't have guns?
The Chiang Rai scarecrow didn't have guns. He didn't even have arms.
I don't really know. He was a balloon too, so.
Well, I still think you can fight this thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'd kick him. How about you? Would you kick him?
I think I could punch him.
No fucking way.
I
They
can't
have
kick very
dude.
hard
Are you
anymore.
kidding
My
me?
knee hurts.
Okay.
I got a bad knee. It's hard for me to
He's
kick.
such a pussy.
All right, should we give these bad boys a rating?
I think we should give these guys a rating right now.
How real do you think they are?
I actually think these are pretty fucking real. It's backed up pretty well from not only the kids, from the parents, from an outside observer,
Right.
from the school officials doing their investigation. But the government tried to fucking straight up lie about it afterwards. Obviously fucking lie.
Yeah.
100%. And then the story stayed the fucking same. And these guys, 30 years later, are still fucking like, yeah, no, this happened.
Yeah.
When we were 7. I swear to fucking God.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it's real as fuck. I obviously didn't see it, so I can't give it a perfect rating, but I'm gonna give it a high fucking rating, dude. I think it's like a 4.6.
4.6.
That's like as real as an alien. Like, there's a lot of alien sightings out there that I kind of believe in. This one, I'm like, dude, yeah, this fucking happened.
Shit. All right. Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said. I mean, it's a singular sighting. They showed up once, one day in 1975. These kids saw it. The parents saw the ship.
Yeah.
They believed in it enough that a UFO researcher showed up. They saw signs of it like landing.
Yeah.
Their stories stayed consistent even under hypnosis and all that stuff for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
So, without a body and without photographic evidence and without seeing it myself, I won't give it a 5.
And not only that, the fucking one of the main guys, what's the one that starts with a Y? Yamahata. Fucking got into aliens and UFOs after this. Started focusing his life around.
Yeah. So this is
UFO
more than just
sightings.
some kids' imaginations because he was like, yo, aliens.
This changed his life.
Yeah.
Forever.
So
he
I-
focused his career
I'm
around
gonna give it
fucking
a
aliens.
4 3/4. 4.75.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Now, how cool do you think these guys are?
Pretty cool. They just wanted to hang out. And we don't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Okay? We don't know what they were doing. Weird little 3-fanged fucking dudes walking out of a spaceship, see 2 kids, and they're like, oh, these guys are threatening. Puts his hand on the shoulder. Kid freezes. Oh, fuck, run away. And they're like, all right, let's go fix the ship. They get back in the ship, fucking do their thing, and skedaddle. They obviously didn't do any cool, like, alien shit, so I can't give them, like, a super cool rating. I think they had issues with their ship, had to land real quick, saw 2 people approaching, realized it was 7-year-olds, and were like, oh, okay, fuck it.
We don't need to shoot them.
And then by the time the parents got back, they were like, all right, good, we're good to get out, and they just fucking took off and split.
Yeah.
So, coolness, they're not aggressive, which is cool.
You like the quick crush.
I do like, but this is real.
Yeah.
So I'd rather them not.
Yeah, this is real, so I don't want
Dude,
to
I always thought if aliens come to Earth, it's not for anything good. Imagine.
I don't know. They might be here on a
You
supply
travel
run.
light years across the fucking universe to the only habitable planet in fucking light years, and you think they're just coming to say hi?
They might.
The amount of energy and fucking work it would take to get here.
Yeah, but what if they're just from like Pluto or some shit?
There's nobody on Pluto. Fuck off.
Who says?
There's
You gotta think
nothing.
about it.
No, stop. Nothing can survive on Pluto.
Nothing we understand. Our understanding of life is relative to Earth.
Anything that lived on Pluto would fucking leave Pluto.
You don't know that?
Yes.
Pluto, people could be sitting on Pluto going, anything that lived on Earth would want to leave Earth.
We've seen Pluto. There's nothing there.
We've seen Pluto through a telescope.
Yeah, it's got like no atmosphere. We can see the surface.
Again.
It's frozen.
And we understand it.
Okay.
We're putting our understanding of life on it. We're carbon-based life forms. We either breathe in carbon dioxide or we breathe in oxygen. All the shit on Earth does that.
Yeah.
That's how Earth life works.
Yeah.
Who's to say that Pluto life, they don't breathe nitrogen and shit out fucking diamonds?
That's true. But you think they'd be able to build a fucking house?
Maybe they don't need to.
Yeah.
Maybe they're gaseous organisms. They say that life on Jupiter would be like floating jellyfish full of helium.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, if they're that, then they probably don't need a fucking spaceship and walk around like people.
That's what I'm saying. So just because life's on another planet doesn't mean that they're only going to show up here to beat us up.
Dude,
They might be like, yo, you guys are cool.
No.
I don't think the helium Jupiter aliens are going to come fight us.
I don't know. My opinion stands. So, cool. They're cool. So, I'll give them good middle score. 2.5.
2.5?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They're kind of described as vampiric Sharpays in fucking zoot suits, so.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I don't think they're that cool looking. They're that cool in general.
I'm gonna tell him you said that.
You can. Absolutely. Once you figure out how to speak backwards.
Just kidding. No. Imagine I just start talking backwards.
I would probably leave the room. I gotta give them like a 1.5. I don't think it's that cool. I think if they did more stuff, I'd find them cooler, but they kind of just showed up and left.
Yeah.
Now, how unique do you think they are?
For alien sightings,
Yeah. Honestly.
they are not very unique.
They're not unique as Cryptid either.
It's very fucking standard alien sighting. The only thing they have going for them is the fangs. It's kind of weird. 3 fangs.
3 fangs, yeah.
Metallic fangs.
Yeah.
And they really had those We Come in Peace vibes.
Yeah.
So, and they flew in the classic fucking alien saucer.
Yeah.
So, 0.75. They are like, this is a classic fucking alien
honestly,
interaction.
Aliens are a dime a dozen, and these guys are pretty textbook cartoon aliens.
Yeah.
They're bald, short, in silver suits.
And there's a reason for that, too. I mean, if anything, it contributes to, like, the realism factor. That, no, like we base all of our descriptions of aliens that we have based off of actual events, like Roswell.
True,
like that.
but it makes you want. It's like a double-edged sword thing. It's like, is the orange the color or the fruit first? Like, do we base all of our stereotypes of the aliens off of what we've seen, or are we basing what we've seen off of these cartoons that we've created?
Yeah.
But either way, it's not very unique. It's a cartoon. They're cartoon aliens. They are Marvin the Martian aliens.
Spaghetti, bread, ham, cheese.
Italian ice.
Yep.
So I'm gonna give them half a point.
2 feet, 1 egg.
Yeah. Poached. Over easy.
All right. Math calculator. Do we have the
Duck
math
is
ready?
back and ready for action.
Let me get the math duck up here. Quack, quack, quack. Here you come. Math duck.
Here comes Math Duck.
Just for
Here it
fun.
comes. Math Duck's ready.
Yeah, math duck's ready. All right, we got a 4.75 plus 4.6 plus 1.5 plus 2.5 plus 0.5 plus 0.75. And we got a 14.6.
Which is
Not
terrible.
So we broke our 11 streak.
True, and we've slowly been going up.
Yeah, and for one that's not... The realism factor gave this guy what he is.
You know what I've noticed? The most realistic cryptids are lame as shit.
Yeah. No, it's true.
It's always the cryptids that, like, we're like, yeah, that probably exists. That's like, yeah, but they're stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're lame as fuck, yeah. No, it's just the way it works. I feel like our imaginations make things that we want to see, and then things that we do see are like what they are. It's like a lot of times when we hear stories about things that people did see too, it's over exaggerated. It's like the number one thing that we see.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It makes sense. It makes sense that the ones that are less real seem to be cooler, and the ones that are more real seem to just be, what they are.
Yeah, this is true. Makes sense. Well, that's the end of this one, I think.
Yeah.
As we say at the end of every episode, go check us out on all of our socials. Give us a follow.
Yeah.
Go like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Go check out our Designs by Humans store. We've got merch of all of our podcast art. We now have a coffee account, so if you don't want to buy merch, but you do want to subscribe to if you do, holy shit. If you don't want to buy merch, but you do want to support us, you can go there and donate. If you want to, you can follow my letterbox and my Goodreads. I have lists there of all the movies and books that I read and watch that are relevant to DNR stuff. It's pretty cool. And other than that, just like, subscribe, and share with your friends.
Yeah, thanks for coming, guys.
We'll see you all in the next one, Mudpuppies.
See you next time.